good. Very, very, splendid. Very good. Enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Look. Please. What are you doing, Ronnie?
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Why don't you come up and watch the show?
I'm not falling for that old trick. I know what happens to presidents in theater boxes.
Don't be silly. It's perfectly safe.
Well, that's all very easy for you to say, but your brain's lucid. Mine's as addled and scrambled as a banana.
Oh, come on, Ronnie.
Okie dokie. But only because I'm disguised as someone no one would want to assassinate. Pretty darn good, huh? No one's going to shoot me dressed like this, Mags.
Ronnie, your memory is failing.
Yeah, everyone says my memory's failing. But believe me, everyone says my memory's failing. But believe me...
Ronnie, aren't you forgetting something?
Yes, sir. I sure was. This footrest is terrible. Stop moving about, George. George, why don't you just go back to sleep? That's good practice for when you're president. Yes, I almost remembered. I want to refute these claims that Larry Speaks wrote my statements. I've always written and will always write all my own statements. Just read this out, Mr. President. I think it covers most points. Yours, Marlon Fitzwater, speechwriter to the President, room 501, the White House, huh?
Shut up, you dribbling idiot!
I love a woman with balls. Especially when they're mine. Can I have them back, please, you wild, foxy fruitcake of a dame?
Spitting image there. Terrific stuff. We'll be seeing them later on in the program. It's such a pleasure to be hosting this show for you with my mate Howie Mandel.
Wait a minute,
everybody enjoying
this. What did you just say?
Well, mate Howie Mandel.
No, I know, but it's going to America, and I just got to explain something. I know when you said my mate Howie Mandel that you mean my friend Howie Mandel.
Obviously.
But in America, if you told somebody you were my mate, that would mean I was fucking you. Because we have like mating season, not friendly season. We fuck our mates.
Oh, I know, I understand American foreign policy. That's what you did to Noriega, isn't it? He was friends for years, now you're fucking all over him. Good for you, okay? Terrific. Oh, bit of political satire there, love it to death. Finally got round to it, yeah?
You got a lot of other words. You got a lot of other words that we don't... Like, what do you say for cigarette?
Well, we say fag.
No, you can't say that on American television. See, that's a derogatory remark
for gay people, I know.
Yeah, you can't say that. If you came to America and talked the way you talked and told people you were my friend, they'd think I was a cigarette.
Wow, that's pretty terrible, because then they ban you. I mean, you wouldn't be allowed in public places anymore.
Also,
anyway,
wait, one more. How do you say hand?
Hand, Howie.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Well, obviously, our double act's got quite a lot of way to go, ladies and gentlemen, but that's international cooperation. Right now, we're going to introduce a really seriously fine double act. Please welcome the fabulous French and Saunders!
What are you doing this weekend? I'm going riding in the country with my family.
Got a pony?
No, I haven't got a pony. I've got a horse, actually.
How big is it?
You don't say how big is it when you're talking about horses. You say how many hands is it, please?
How many hands is it, please?
It's 16 hands, thank you for asking.
Do you want to know what I'm doing this weekend?
No. But what? What are you doing this
I'm
weekend?
going to stay with my boyfriend.
Does your mum know?
Yes, didn't know his parents are going away there. know contraception?
Yes?
What is it then?
Well, if you're asking me that, it must mean you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to have it. Oh, aren't you? Well, it's a good thing you asked me because I know. The first thing you need for contraception is a lot of towels. You have to get dark-coloured ones because they're going to get covered in a lot of goo and muck later on. And you go up to the parents' bedroom, you take off the bedspread, you spread out the towels, and you get on the bed and you just have it off.
Yeah, how do you know when you're having it off?
You don't know anything, do you? Have you ever seen a man's toilet parts? Or not? Not, right. A man has 3 dangly toilet parts, right? And the middle one is the important one. He calls this his pee-pee or his todger. Now, when he wants to have it off, the todger stands up about that big, and it's got all sort of cactus things coming off the side of it. All right? And when that happens, you know you've got to get on the bed, open your legs a bit, and wait for the eggs to come, stupid!
What, like your period then? Is it?
Oh, not like your... Do you know about the 4 holes or not?
Not.
Right. You've got 4 holes, right? 2 holes in your back bottom, 2 holes in your front bottom. The 2 holes in your back bottom, one's for pooing, one's for weeing. The 2 holes in your front bottom, one's for the period, and one is for the eggs. So the egg is trying to come down the front hole. It's usually about that big, the egg. And it's pushing and pushing its way down the front hole, but it can't get out. Because there's a bit of skin there, a tiny bit of skin called a hymen. It's a bit like a trampoline, and it keeps bouncing the egg back up again. So the man, who by now the todger is this big, he just pushes out a big metal spike from inside it like that. And he puts it inside you and bashes against the hymen like that, and bashes and bashes it and bashes it like that, till it breaks and a lot of green slime comes out. That's when you know you're having an organism as well. The other way you know is because your eyes sort of go like this. Like that, yeah. And then the egg just drops out on the carpet, and you've got to wrap it in the towel, put it in the toilet, you see. And the next thing he does, of course, he just gets hold of the big spike at the end, and he bashes and bashes it again till more green slime comes out. It's true, he does. Then, of course, you've got to smoke. Well, he stands there and he waits for the todger to get bigger, bigger, and the top of the todger opens up slowly like that, and he's going, oh God, oh God, oh God, like that, and then 5,000 trillion billion fish come jumping out the top of it like that, and they're bouncing off the ceiling, they're bouncing off the walls, they're bouncing off the floor, they're everywhere, and you've got to scrape them all up like that into the towels and put them in the toilet. And you can't let the fish get near the egg because that's how you get pregnant, you see.
What, fish just die then, do they?
Well, most of them do. If there's any left, just sort of flapping around on the floor like this, you just grab hold of them like that, and you get a mallet or you get a book, and you just bash them over their head like that, and bash until they're all dead, sweep them all up, put them in the toilet in a towel. Very pleasurable experience, the whole.
Well, I know. Having a baby can be a pleasurable experience as well, you know.
Have you had a baby or not? Have you not? Right. You get a pain in your tummy and you are rushed to the hospital in an ambulance, right? And a doctor invites all his friends over and they look up your toilet part. And they say, oh, that doesn't look big enough to let a baby out, does it? Because a lot of people think babies come out forward, diving like that, but they don't. They come out sideways. They come out sideways like that. You've got your legs up in stirrups, right? And he gets hold of a big sledgehammer like that and he says, we're going to bash the legs like that. Bash them, and he breaks all the bones till your legs are pointing backwards, like that. Pointing upwards like that. He's got hold of it and he opens it up like that and he says, the baby's coming, baby's coming, like that. And the baby pops out and it's covered in orange blubber, which you've got to eat.